working on a tafsir, which is an explanation of the Quran, verse by verse. So I believe that this is like a knee-jerk reaction because of the questions that are now coming forward.
Correct. Now here's what my thing is about. Very first question, that Aga Khan was educated, correct? He had education, a worldly education.
Yes.
He have a teacher. Plus, because of my sources and because of what my research was, that I realized that Aga Khan's children had a private tuition as well. They have a worldly teacher, okay? Somebody who come and teach them in their house when they were growing up. Same way Aga Khan had some teachers who come in the house, explain the things, and there were some missionary. I won't mention their names because that can be a little bit controversial. But now, if this guy, and this is to you and through you, all the Ismailis out there who's going to listen to this, and of course is going to reach to Ismaili centers as well, because this is what we do, is spread these videos not only here, but it goes to Ismaili centers. We drop them. It's like a Dropbox thing we have. So now, just one simple question. There's a teacher of Aga Khan who's teaching him the worldly knowledge. If he is almighty, if he is the all-manifest, if he is alimul ghaib, astaghfirullah, if he have the knowledge of unseen, why would he need, or his kids need, a teacher to teach him about this world? Why would he? I mean, do you think a person who's almighty, who have all the thing, need a worldly teacher to teach him the ulum? Then you should pray to the guy who teach him. His teacher is the superior because he had the ulum. So why would you as in my mind, you are going after a student. He is a student in so many words. So these guys don't think of it this way, and then they sometimes brag about that he was studying in Harvard University. I said, well, then you should go praise to the guy who teach him in a Harvard University. Why would you praise a student up there?
Yeah, I mean, brother, to be honest with you, I mean, regarding praising him, if you look at things on a personal level, you look at the achievement of his humanitarian aid and charity work across the world and stuff like that. Of course, I'm not denying that he's got UNICEF and a number of other foundations, Aga Khan Foundation and this and that and the other under his belt, and he's giving out free medication and everything else. So I'm not. As I said, we have to put this into perspective, okay? It's not a personal attack, like a personality, like a character.
No, no need to.
It's not a personal attack, but the fact of the matter is, and I'll leave it, with this. But if you look at Surah Fatiha, okay, which is, everyone knows that is the first, 7 verses, of the Quran, and the Ismaili recite it in their dua as well, okay? And part of Surah Fatiha is we say Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, okay? So when you translate this into any language, okay, what it translates as is you alone we worship and you alone we seek for help, okay? Nasta'in. So my question is, if we're saying this and then we're saying Ya Ali Madad, what we're doing is we're asking for Madad, which is help from Ali.
Correct.
Who's passed away, and may Allah be pleased with him. But you're directly contradicting what you're saying in your dua. Directly. Okay. So what I'm saying is there are so many basic things, that I'll be honest with you, brother. Yeah, it doesn't concern me who taught him this worldly knowledge or who didn't teach him. Of course, it's interesting, yes. And you've raised the right points, meaning that if he had all of this knowledge and had knowledge of the unseen and what's going to happen in the future and everything else, then, why is it that he needs anyone to teach him it? And this is true. But the crux of the matter is it's a lot deeper than that. And it's so much more simpler. It doesn't take a great journalist to do some, hardcore investigating. Right? We don't need paparazzi or we don't need people following people around when things are so evident. That things are changing in the religion. And why are they changing? They're changing because people are asking questions that they can't answer. So in order to combat it, now you're changing what you were doing, 50 years ago. For an example, the dua before was in Gujarati. Yeah? The dua that they recite today, which is now in Arabic, used to be in Gujarati. But but then Sultan Muhammad Shah, okay, changed it into Arabic.
Wow.
Why? I'm asking why.
Hmm.
Wherever has it been that any Muslim after the coming of the Prophet, peace be upon him, used to recite the Quran in another language, and then suddenly changed it back into Arabic? It's unheard of.
The Muslim practice from the day first, it had been the same way than it was time of the Prophet. Nothing changes.
Absolutely.
Nothing changes, and nothing going to change. That's the promise.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, as I said, if I can be of any assistance or any help, then please let me know.
No, I'll definitely do that. I mean, but one thing also, you are very close to, there's a place I'm very interested in, and I'm glad I found you. Sound, I mean, you know, I'm glad. I mean, really, this is, you are my brother. You are, and you don't know how much pleasure it is for talking to you. I'm so pleased that I found somebody that close, and you know, I can meet a level with you. So if you could, you're very close to what they call as Ismaili education in London. There's an institute for Ismaili higher education.
Yeah, it's in South Kensington. Yes.
Yeah. So if you can approach anybody there, I'd be more than, I don't mind coming up there. For me, I mean, I can take a flight tomorrow. I can fly up there if they're willing to talk.
I mean, to be honest with you, brother, I've tried to email, and I've tried to speak to people in there before in the past, and you know, and honestly, with a genuine heart, okay, all right. But I found that the replies that I got from numerous people was just, it almost started to become insultive, and I didn't expect it to be from someone who claims to be scholarly. Like, you know, I'm far from being a scholar of any religion, shall I say? Okay, but I didn't expect it to turn into something like that. So, unfortunately speaking, and unless things, you know, change, unfortunately speaking, I don't have much hope of being able to sit down, you know, in a professional kind of environment and just have a point-for-point conversation as why we believe what we believe and why you believe what you believe, you know, point for point. It won't be like this because I've tried.
No, but I understand. So, but your responsibilities, you know, brother, you know what it is, a drop of water make a hole in a stone kind of thing. So this is what I do every day. I knock 7 doors, I get one open somehow. So this is my request to you, that if you could somehow penetrate that, because you're closer to them. You know, I've been trying that because distance, it's you have an opportunity, you are closer. If you can approach, I promise you I'll be there with the next flight, and we'd love to sit down with them and, you know, just discuss. No harm at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll try, but as I said, I don't have much. I don't have much faith in it actually happening.
I have those days, but you know, then I get up again and I try the same thing again, and I start knocking the doors. I've been knocking for years and years, and it's been years sometime. You know, some doors I've been knocking for 5 years. Some people I've been approaching 5, 6, 7 years over and over and over, and I do it. Sometimes my moral is down. I'm like, you know, there's no hope in it. Then I say, you know what? What my duty is to knock the door. That's what Allah asked me to do, and ask the question. Inshallah. This is what me and you say. Inshallah.
I will try.
With those kind words, Jazakumullah wa ahsanul jaza, that, you know, I cannot give you the reward of it, but Allah will, because He is greater in giving rewards. So Jazakumullah wa ahsanul jaza. And please continue the good work. And if I can be any assistance, and I can, you know, I will, and you know, please contact me if there's some questions I can answer, and I will do the same thing as a brother, that I will contact you for the questions I have, and in a good deeds as well, inshallah.
I mean, brother Cameron, to be honest with you, I mean, you know, you've given me more thanks and praise than I actually deserve. I only phoned you because I came across your clips on YouTube. And I'm not really doing any active work myself in trying to call people or anything like this. So, you know, vice versa. If I can be of any assistance to you, or if anyone contacts you and you think that I may be able to,
definitely
help in any way, then, you know, please do let me know. You have my contact details.
I definitely do that.
Please save them and keep in
touch. And that, you know, say my salam to your family, and may Allah bring them to the right path, inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.